So, good morning. And I want you to know I'm trying to do this fitness thing. And November the 4th made one solid, as my smart buddy says, fiscal month that I rode my bicycle, a minimum of 20 miles. So I've rode every day so far in November, and my smart buddy, that's Whiskey Girl husband, my smart buddy, he asked me if I got on a scale. So I said, no, I'm not getting on a scale because the scale is gonna mess with the scale is gonna mess with my goal. My goal is not to get on the scale and see less than, greater than. But if I see greater than, and I think about every mile I've rode, all 720 of them, I'm gonna be disappointed and discouraged. So all I'm saying is, don't look at that scale. Look at how you feel. Because that scale is not your friend. That scale could break your heart. Your achy, breaky heart. Yeah, so don't look at that scale. But you know what I did? Because of my smart buddy, I got on a scale. And I have not been 217 pounds since being an adult. I have not been that small. So now, back when I was firefighting, I had a goal weight of about 185 pounds of healthy, right? And I've never even tried to get 185. And then you talk to some people and they're like, oh, you're gonna look sick if you get that small. And I understand that, but so my goal was 185. And now that I'm 17 pounds from 200, I gotta knock these 17 off. And because I've never been that small as an adult. So that's my weight goal, to get under 200. And I think that's gonna be real fun. So the whole purpose of me making this video is to let you know that when you're doing something for health, don't lose sight of doing something for health. And jumping on that scale may not be the healthiest thing to do, because it could mess up all of the momentum you've built. So don't be so quick to jump on a scale to see what weight results you have. I rode for almost 30 days, from October 4th to November 5th. Nope, November 4th, before I got on the scale. And when I started riding, I wish I'd have got on the scale just to show you it all. But when I started riding, I don't know how much I weighed, but I know one thing. I was over 235 pounds. I know that for a fact. Because my body fluctuates between 225 pounds to 245 pounds. That's just where I play around at, somewhere in there. And so I know I was over 235 when I started riding on October 4th, 2024. So now, November, I think today is the 6th, November 6th, 2024, I'm 217 pounds. And my goal, since I stepped on that scale, is to get under 200 pounds. Now look, it might take me all year to do that. And that's fine. But I'm gonna try to do it in 90 days, So my goal for riding this bicycle was, I was just trying to record my little circuit that I ride for you guys on YouTube. But a few things happened along the way and I couldn't record it, long story short. But now that I'm actually riding consistent every day, a minimum of 20 miles, I think I'm gonna do 1,000 miles. I know I'm gonna do 1,000 miles this month, because every day I've been doing on average. Hey, good morning. I love you too. Hey, we black. We got to stick together. Yeah, just playing. Little dog wanted something. He might have smelled my husky, or maybe the Chihuahua. But anyway, so my goal is to do 1,000 miles this month. I'm well on track and in striking distance. Something I'm doing is I'm taking a screenshot of the wind, and I'm taking a screenshot of the Strava app when it gives me all of the data from my ride. So I think I told you this in another video previously, but I downloaded Strava like 4 years ago, and I would use Strava when I rode. I loved it. It showed me where I went on the map. It also showed me my max speed, minimum speed, average speed, all of those good things, right? It mainly showed the mileage that I traveled. So it's all around a great app. I love it. Strava, Strava. And so last month when I was making YouTube videos, I had to delete Strava because I used my cell phone and I did not have enough memory on my phone to upload some of the longer videos. So I deleted everything that wasn't 1,000% essential. And you know what? Strava didn't make the cut. And so I rode 20, 25, 26 rides. Yeah, like 27 rides with no data. 27 straight. And so I see on Strava they had like this 10-day active challenge, and you're supposed to be active for 10 days in a row. And I missed out on that because, you know, I deleted the app. But now I downloaded the app back, and I really enjoy looking at the data because the numbers don't lie, and the numbers also give you a permanent visual. So if you're doing anything for fitness sake, look at this raccoon. Come here, Rocky. He climbing the pole. How you like that? And that's why when you coon hunt, it's so hard to get them. It's so hard to get them when you coon hunt because them suckers, you see the pole, and guess what they're doing? They're going up the pole. They're going up the pole, and they're going around the pole. Just the same thing as a squirrel hunter. And I didn't mean to show you that, but we got to eat too, you know? And there ain't nothing wrong with that little raccoon. Come here, coon. Come here, Cooney. Look at him. Look at that sucker, man. Oh, bad boys, what you gonna do? Look at this coon, man. Don't fake me out. Oh, look at how slick he is. He ran behind the trash. Now, I'm not getting bit by no raccoon for y'all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But that sucker ran behind the trash. Let's see if we can make him. Let's see if an old rabbit hunter can make him dance right quick. Now, see, I'm messing up my ride for y'all. Let's see. Boy, that coon is hiding, huh? Let's see. Please, Lord, don't let me get bit. All right, well, I'm gonna take that as a warning. Leave that coon alone. I was just trying to show y'all that raccoon. See, I put that pressure on him, you know? Under pressure. But anyway, so what I want you to know from this video is if you're gonna be a rider, if you're gonna be a runner, if you're gonna be a swimmer, if you're gonna be a pickleball player, stay away from that scale. Just do what you need to do for yourself. Keep your workout consistent. Don't worry about results, because if you're doing the workout every day, you have results. You have results. You are the result. Don't get caught up in the numbers. Don't get caught up in the hype. Just enjoy what you're doing, because by you doing something, you're going to improve your health. You're going to improve your mental strength, your intestinal fortitude, and you're going to just overall improve. And stepping on a scale doesn't prove nothing. You know how many people are skinny They got that supermodel body, and they're just not healthy inside. So if you 400 pounds and you could walk, you could run, you could do whatever you need to do. Look at the twins, boy. Ain't that beautiful? Ain't that beautiful? When I see those $21 million spent, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm gonna keep my personal opinions to myself, but I'm so happy because that brightens you up. That brightens you up. But anyway, just put in the work. Don't worry about the results. You go to work and you work Monday through Sunday. And guess what happened? You get paid. You're going to get paid. You don't question whether or not you're going to get paid. Some of us do, but you don't question it. So just put the work in. And that's the message I'm trying to tell you this morning. And I appreciate you listening to it. Morning. Just put the work in. Just pedal. Just swim. Just run. Just pickleball. Just do whatever you're doing. Because that consistency that you're doing, that is what's going to pay off. I know a lady, and she always had, I'm trying to pick my words wisely, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all be looking at these videos and then, you know how they go. But anyway, the lady, let's just say you have petite and you have not petite. So she was not petite, not a petite frame person, woman. And she wanted to be petite. I'm assuming that. But anyway, she did Zumba for like 8 months straight. And she was like, I didn't lose any weight. And I'm like, there's a few factors why you didn't lose weight. You know, and I'm not a doctor, but there are a few factors why you didn't lose weight. However, you did Zumba for 8 months straight. That is great. Cardiovascularly, that is great. Doing Zumba for 8 months, physically, mentally, that is great. If you could do Zumba for 8 months, man, you could do a lot. You could do a lot. So she stopped doing Zumba because she didn't see no results. Now that I'm 10 years older, okay, well, maybe do Zumba and do a little weightlifting. Maybe do Zumba and do a little kayaking, whatever, right? So maybe it's not going to be just Zumba that gives you what you're looking for, but maybe, just maybe, you're not going to get what you're looking for anyway because of your body type. It's sort of like, you know, it's sort of like when you're looking at TV. And I told you this. Saved by the Bell was one of those shows that I watched. And when I watched this show, what it did for me was you look at one of those characters in the show, and that character makes you think, or you kind of, and excuse me for grasping for words, but that character makes you think that you and them are the same person. And so what I want to say is, for me, or for that woman that's trying to Zumba, you're not going to be anybody but who you are. You're not going to magically change your physical composition. Let's just say you're a big bone person. You got big bones, right? As we say. If you have big bones, you're going to always have big bones. You'll never get rid of those hips, but you could be healthy with big bones. If you're skinny and you flat, guess what? You could be healthy, skinny, and flat. And so don't believe the 100% successful marketing that makes you think something's wrong with your shape, number one. Who said that? Ain't nothing wrong with the shape of you, right? What's wrong with you is your mentality about the shape of you. Embrace who you are, because that's who you are. Stop trying to be somebody you're not, because that's not going to help you. That is not going to help you. All that's going to do is frustrate you, because you're trying to be somebody that you're not. And so for me, I learned a long time ago, stop trying to be somebody I'm not. And what do I mean by that? I have to love myself. And I can't think there's a deficiency with me, but there's not a deficiency with Zach off of Saved by the Bell, or AC Slater off of Saved by the Bell, or Screech off of Saved by the Bell. We all have different body types. Embrace your body type, love yourself, and kick butt. Because guess what? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You just got to put one foot in front of the next foot. Because if you're not content with who you are, you're not going to be happy being somebody else. We see that all the time. People, they out here hungry, right? They hustling, they grinding, they doing what they got to do. But they get success, they get what they want, and they feel a success, but it doesn't complete them. It doesn't give them happiness. Because it's not gonna. You know, that comes from within. That comes from what you do. Charity, philanthropy, just being a good person overall, making your mom and your dad and your mama and your papa proud of who you are. You know, and I'm gonna just go on this little, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But you know how you was raised, you know the values you were raised with. So guess what? As an adult, live up to those values. Too many of our grandmothers, mamas, papas, dad, mom, they put up with us. They're not proud of us. They put up with us. Your life is a crash and burn. You didn't crash. Yeah, your life is in shambles. Your parents ain't proud of you. You know what I'm saying? They want you to get it together because they gave you the fundamentals to get it together, you know? So how do we get to this point? Be a good person. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't believe all of the marketing. This pill ain't gonna do nothing for you. That running can't fix. That jogging can't fix. That pickleball can't fix. That cycling can't fix. That swimming can't fix. But guess what? You could do all those things, but if you do them wrong, it's not gonna work. You have to be consistent with what you do. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. But you know what? It all starts with your mentality being where it needs to be. You have to have a strong mind in order to conquer challenges. You have to. You hear all of these slogans, embrace the suck. You hear all of these slogans, no pain, no gain. Now look, you might not know what that means from experiencing it. Pain sucks, but it feels so good when you're enduring through it and when it's not breaking you and when it's not making you quit, when you push yourself through it. You know, I've had some very hard rides that I've done. I'm talking about the wind is blowing 15 miles an hour straight in your face and you trying to pedal 15 miles straight in the wind and you barely moving. And you know what that does? That makes you stronger. So like today, the wind is 4 miles an hour, 8 mile an hour gusts. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to do 30 miles sustained all the way to the end and 30 miles back all the way. Cause I ain't got the wind to be the scapegoat. It's all on me. And I have to do it. Like right now, you see me riding. Why am I riding? I'm waiting on my boys. My boys park right here. They're not here. They're not here. So you know what I'm doing? I'm getting my miles in. You know why? Because I'm riding for my health. I'm riding for me. I'm riding to challenge myself. I'm riding to push myself. I'm riding to be a better self. I'm tired of being diabetic with high blood sugar, right? So you know what I have to do? I have to take responsibility for my health and not blame it on nothing else. Because the rest of my body work. My ankle is shot from the injury at my last job when I was a firefighter. And you know what? I can't run. But that's okay. I can pedal. I feel sorry for runners. You know why? Let me tell you this little story right quick. The reason I feel sorry for runners Runners are some of the most hardcore athletes on this planet. If you run 3 to 5 miles, in my book, you're an elite athlete. I don't care what you do for a living. If you run 3 to 5 miles, you are an elite athlete. Elite. You're the creme de la creme, as it were. I respect you. I don't envy you at all. I don't envy you at all. But I respect you for what you do, right? Now, if you're running more than that, you're not human. David Goggins, not human. Not human. Not human. David Goggins is running in the desert. It's 121 degrees and he's running. Why? Because he built different. He's built different. So the question is, how did he, thank you, how did he get built different? He got built different because it all started with his mind, changing his mindset about what he's doing. Too many people fall into the rut of wanting the easy button for hard work. Riding a bike 40 miles, 50 miles, 60 miles, 100 miles in one go is hard work, but it's not impossible. But it starts with the mind. It starts with you saying, you know what? I'm going to do this. Let me learn how to do this so that I could do this. And while I'm doing this, let me push myself. Let me push myself. Let me push myself so that I could be successful in doing this. So it starts with the mind. There is no cheat code. But if I had to say the one cheat code, this is the one cheat code for working out. The one cheat code is be consistent. Be consistent. Don't look for the easy results. Don't look for the easy button. Get up, make it happen. When I see runners, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. You know why? I haven't had one runner that passed me up on this bike. But that's not why I ride the bike. I ride the bike because I fell in love with cycling, and I also fell in love with the benefits of having a bicycle. Now, the benefits of running, you can look up some videos and you can figure that out, right? But what I think the benefits of running are, you become tougher. Because I know if I run 10 miles that way, I can only depend on me to get 10 miles back that way. And that's why runners are tough. That's why they're elite. Anybody could jump on a bicycle and they could go 100 miles, right? But when you run 100 miles, like I saw Chad Wright do a marathon, but it ain't no average marathon, right? He's up there in Utah somewhere in the mountains, and this dude did like an ultra elite, 500-mile foot race. And I'm like, this is crazy. Now, his team helped him out a lot. He had the right nutrition, and he had the right schedule and planners, the logistics of it. They laid everything out. He couldn't have did it without his team. Well, he could have did it without his team, but it was a whole lot easier. And I think this dude ran the equivalent of 40 hours of running. He ran for 40 hours in like 5 days. Something ridiculous like that. I think he got 10 hours of sleep in 5 days. And you know what? He's locked in mentally. He's locked in mentally. In order to exercise and to move and to have benefits, you have to lock in mentally. When I was in rookie school 15 years ago, my coach, my Chief Crane, he was the coolest dude, man. Like, he was that tall. He had a buzz cut, high and tight. He was jacked up, muscle man. And he was soft he was gentle. He was like a little cotton ball. But it was nothing like disappointing that man. And he was so cool. He was level-headed. He never jumped down your throat, even though he could have. And he always just had the right thing to say. And one of the things, One of the things that I appreciate him for is for being an awesome motivator. Chief Crane told us this. He said, listen, being a firefighter is hard. It's one of the hardest things you'll ever do. He said, the only way to do it, you have to have a strong mind. Because a strong mind will drag, pull, push a weak body. Your body could be weak, but if your mind is strong, you can't be stopped. I'm getting excited thinking about that, reliving that. And he was right. He was right. Now, for some of you, you've had a hard existence your whole life. So challenges aren't hard for you because you're used to doing hard stuff. And for some of you, you ain't never did nothing hard, ain't nothing ever broke on you, you never been through nothing, and that's not a problem. But don't run from the hard work. Everybody want to take this pill. They want to take the hydroxy cut because of the 100% effective marketing. They want to take this magic Manjaro. They want to take this Ozempic. They want to take all of this stuff to help them to do something that they could do. This is what I want you to do. I want you to go and look at Rocky, the movie Rocky. And I want you to look at the movie when he fought Drago, the Russian. I don't know what number it is, but that's what I want you to look at. All right? Look at how Drago had all of this technology. He had all of the right nutrition. He had all of the right equipment, scientists, doctors, all of that. And Rocky was out there with a dang, what you call that, a yoke in the snow. Running behind a Mercedes, right? So what I'm telling you is, there is no cheat code. There is no cheat code. You are the cheat code. And once you become the cheat code and you unlock that mentally, can't no one stop you, not even yourself. This will be like my third day riding at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's like my third day. I don't want to get up this early. But you know what? This is the only time where I can honestly say riding will not affect my day. It will not affect my day. Because if I don't get up at this time, I'm going to be trying to piecemeal riding in between my day. And I don't want to do that because I have to dedicate at least 2 hours every day to riding this bicycle. I have to dedicate at least 2. Now, the last 4 days, I've dedicated at least 3 hours a day to riding. So if I wake up at the crack of dawn before the chickens even start cock-a-doodle-dooing, I could give 3 hours. But guess what I gave up? Sleep. So now, instead of me staying up late the night before, I got to bring my tail to bed because I have to ride. And when it rains and I can't physically come out here and ride, I'm going to set up my little stationary tool and I'm going to ride for a minimum of 2 to 3 hours straight. No break. 2 to 3 hours straight. Now, why am I doing all of this? I don't know. That's the short answer. I really don't know. And I'm going to find an answer to that question at some point. But right now, this is just what I'm doing. This is what I have to do, I feel, for me, for my health, for everything. And it's good to have goals. I told you in one video that I rode my bike 8 miles one way to work every day because gas prices had got high. This was probably 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago. And I just started riding and I fell in love with riding. And so once I fell in love with riding, I was like, this is gonna work. This is what I like to do. I like to play tennis. I love to cycle. And I like playing basketball, but tennis is a solo sport. What I find is when you play basketball or a team sport, you're often disappointed in others. And it's easy to blame the failure on others. But when you play tennis and you lose, guess what? That's your fault. You lost. I can't blame that on nobody else. I'm not playing doubles. You know, when I cycle, it's a solo sport. I can't blame nothing on anybody else. I have to take ownership, responsibility. If you're going to be mad at somebody, be mad at you. Don't be mad at your teammate. So solo sports like this, it could help you to get tougher because it's easy to blame people, but it's hard to blame myself. And so with a solo sport, it's good because it could help you to get the edge and get control over yourself. Good morning. It could help you get the edge and get control over yourself. So cycling is a good sport also because like I had an ankle surgery and I couldn't run, still can't run. And there's still moments where this happens often, but there are still moments where I want to fall down because of pain shooting up my leg from my ankle injury. And sometimes I get audible and people are like, what happened? And I'm like, my ankle, you know? And so with cycling, I don't have ankle pain. And so it's something that I could do. And that's another reason why I cycle. When I hurt my ankle, I did therapy for a year. I had surgery. And in therapy, they put me on a stationary bike. And I was like, I don't know about that. But when I got on the stationary bike, I had no ankle pain because there's no impact. Cycling is no impact. And as a result of that, I said, well, I'm gonna start riding my bike. Even while so I had a boot on my leg and I was riding my bike for my own personal therapy. And I didn't like, make you laugh. So when I became a firefighter, the fire chief, he told all 5 of us new recruits, he said, look, you're gonna gain 25 pounds. And we used to joke about it, but they call it different places call it different things, but firefighters, hey, look, if you watch that show, Chicago Fire, or you watch other shows, firefighters are not supermodels. They're not them guys in the calendar some of them are, you know them, but the vast majority, we're not supermodels. We don't have 12 packs. We don't have mirror muscles, as Captain Ricky would say. You know, we don't have any of that. Ricky Gary, that's right, Captain Ricky Gary. If you're looking at this, Captain Gary, I love you, man. I really do. I was able to take care of my family because of the investment you made in me. Thank you. Mike Martin, Cap, you the man, you know that. Thanks for pushing me. Thanks for being intense as you were. And thanks for your investment in us. Follow 9. Also, Captain Leonard, if you're out there, appreciate you, bro. You was always even keel and easy to talk to and go to for advice. Appreciate you. So, I want to talk about, at this moment, the benefits of cycling for exercise. You get a mechanical advantage. If you learn how to work your gears, cycling can even be easy compared to walking and compared to running. If you run, you should really learn how to run so that you can be effective with running in a stride or in a pace that won't hurt your body by throwing it off, misaligning it. But when you cycle, you really don't have that problem, that challenge. So it's just an option that you could consider. Now, if you're a bigger person from a weight standpoint, if you're obese, cycling is good because it takes some of that strain that is going to be on your joints off. That's just my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I've only been alive for 43 years, and it could take some of the pain off your joints that you may experience from walking or trying to run, etc. So I'm a big proponent for cycling. If you're an older person, put some training wheels on a bike. You know what I'm saying? So you don't tip over because of coordination and balance. But if you get the right bicycle that fits your body, you could be successful with your weight goals as well. With that being said, I just want you to remember this. Don't fall for the perfect 100% marketing. There is no magic pill. There is no magic elixir or tonic or drink or any of that. That stuff is fairy tale. And if it's not fairy tale, let me know. Correct me. But hard work is just what it is, and you could do it because you were wonderfully made. Your body is a marvelous tool, and it can repair most of the damage that you cause or situation cause. But don't fall for the marketing, the hype that they want us to fall for. Don't fall for that. They buying Mercedes off of us, off of your $19.95, off of your $39.95. They got a Maybach off of that. And all they did was effective marketing, and that's not good. So don't fall for the hype. Just get up and do something. So this is gonna be my 1,000-mile challenge this month for me. But if you wanna do something, if it's just walking to the mailbox and walking back, let me know in the comment section. Hey man, I walked to the mailbox today. Hey, I walked from the sofa to the refrigerator. I didn't get my kid to get it. That's what's up. So take control by developing a strong mind, and you'll be fine. So I'm going to end this video. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching. We make a good team. And I'm doing this for you. Right there, you. Doing this for you. But I don't know where my boy's at, so I need to call them and see what's going on, because either they super late or they're not coming. And I don't need to wait for them. I need to ride. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for watching this video. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Let me know in the comment section what your sport is, and let me know how you making out with it, because that way we could have some tips from each other, and other people that read the comments, they could gain some knowledge from your experience. So that's the power of the comment section. You got a chance to help somebody through explaining your experience to them. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What's up, boys? Y'all ready to ride? Yeah, okay, so my boys are here. Humanity has been saved. All right, so I'm gonna talk to y'all later, and I'll see you soon. Don't fall for the hype. You're stronger than that. All right? Get your day started and take charge. Yeah.